I think the CSP tends to be obsessed with technology, and we use the word that they're telnologists. Now, I think what you need to do is to look at it and say, actually, there's a number of different areas you can innovate. Yeah, certainly one is in technology, but I think there's many more innovations you can do around business process re-engineering, digitization and the commercial models. And I think only by combining technology, commercial and business process will you actually get the result that you need, which will take you into this new world of high volume IoT.
CSPs themselves need to change the culture within their organization so they can acquire the right talent. They need to create a platform that enables them to become a destination over the network that people do innovation upon, because in our minds innovation always sits elsewhere. So from an open source perspective, the more of the communities that you can actually derive to develop on your platform, the more innovative you will become, because you'll be able to leverage that to the benefit of everyone within that community. And then lastly but not least, it's all around what content you can provide and what differentiation you can provide on top of that in order to build a differentiated service as a content service provider. First of all,
do they have to change their working practices, their cultures, everything? The answer is yes. I mean, we're effectively spending an increasing amount, or investing, I prefer is probably a better word, in people, in culture and in training. I mean, really transforming the organization around agile principles. So really delivering, you know, the old idea of an 18-month delivery cycle, you know, in other words, the mythical 18-month project, you know. The question was always, how long is it going to take? And the answer is 18 months. Well, you can't work that way. Customers don't expect that. So we're now looking to deliver something new, something viable and something working every 2 weeks. And so it's a complete change in mindset and capability. And I think that's what transformation is all about, is getting people to understand that that way of working is the new way. And it's cross-functional, and it drives really deep into the organization, so top-down approach as well.
Innovation in this space needs to come from various different angles. I think the first one is actually a mindset change. Again, telecom have a significant amount of baggage that has been built over the years. You need to start to think about breaking away from some of that, and there is a mindset change. So just start to adopt different approaches. There has to be significant internal support from the boardroom, the CEO and below, to drive changes. And I think what needs to be done is to start small and expand rather than try to boil the oceans with very large transformation programs which tend to fail or take a very long time to bring results. So I think that's one of the key approaches I would take. The skill set and people element is also a fundamental one. Again, alongside legacy information and systems and processes, we have built models within the organizations which are outdated and need to be aligned. The skill sets of the people needs to evolve to be able to support this transformation change. But again, back to my first point, initially is a mindset change.
I mean, we at BT are strong believers that research and innovation are critical for our future growth. We are the third largest investor in R&D in the UK. But we believe innovation is something that all employees do. You know, we ask all 105,000 employees in BT to think about customers, think about what we can do for them. And then what I need to do is have a means of gathering that innovation from all of our people and finding ways of downstreaming that into new products and new capabilities really quickly. And that's sometimes tough, and it's one of the things that we're all across our industry working on. So yes, we can focus on accelerating innovation. We need to focus on accelerating getting it to customers.
Fundamentally, I think what you need to prevent is that you only do this while you skim the surface a bit and partner with a few startups, do a bit of agile way of working. Well, everybody is doing this, but also try to fundamentally transform your culture and your operating model from the inside, so that while you partner with these startups and start to work from a different way, you also fundamentally change as a company, and not just skip the surface and do a few boxes left and right.
I think CSPs need to become more skilled at the software side of things, understand how to put stuff together without being quite so reliant on vendors to do everything for them. We've certainly seen some good examples where CSPs have seen actually how easy it is working with the right kind of vendors to bolt services together from pieces of software provided by different vendors, and it all just works if you've got the right vendors in the mix. And so the idea of CSPs becoming their own system integrator, I think totally realistic.